Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for July. I hope you guys are all well. I want to take a second to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there, so just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. You could also check your other signs and placements and see if those readings resonate better. Keep in mind the energies can reverse or flip-flop, so get in where you fit in. And as always, Aquarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the World. You have the Seven of Cups reversed. And you have the Sun in reverse. So Aquarius, there's something here that is wrapping up. Some kind of cycle is ending or a connection could be ending. But it's because it's allowing room for something new to begin. I do feel like you feel that you had no other choice but to make this decision, even though you're not happy about it and you're not really sure how it's going to turn out. So let's see the person in your energy, Aquarius. Show me who's in Aquarius's energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Cups. And coming out together, we have the Nine of Wands reversed along with the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so I can see from this person's energy why you felt like you really didn't have any other choice. This is somebody who has freed themselves. They're no longer thinking or worrying about, you know, what they're doing. This is somebody who's been partying. They could be going out with friends and partying. They could be dating. But there's a sense of them freeing themselves so that they can go out and basically party. I do feel that this is a little bit of a player. This is somebody who has been playing the field. You've got this Knight of Wands in the reverse. They don't learn from their past mistakes. This is somebody who, you know, they're a player. So let's see, and I feel like it's caused you a lot of anxiety. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Ace of Coins. Yeah, so there's something stable here. Now, it may not be with this person, but there's something, you could be getting a large sum of money, or this person could have gotten a large sum of money, and that has enabled them to free themselves. We're going to clarify that. You're ending something so that something new can begin, and it's going to be stable. What's affecting the connection is the Eight of Wands. Now, that could have been a sudden change that came about because of travel or communication. There's a sense here of feeling like some words were said that can't be pulled back. Let me see your outcome. But there's a sudden change that has affected this. The High Priestess in the reverse. So in the outcome, there's a sense of secrets coming out, things being revealed. Whatever it is that you feel like you didn't know, that you were kept in the dark about, is going to be revealed to you. And it does have to do with this person's player ways. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant in the reverse. Now that's underlying energy, and it speaks to a broken commitment. It speaks to, you know, something here ending. So let's clarify, Aquarius. Why is the World here? Why is the World here? Wheel of Fortune. I'm glad to see that. And the Nine of Cups. So you're ending something here that was not meeting your expectations. It wasn't meeting your wishes. This is why you felt like you had no choice but to go ahead and end this. It's actually going to move things in your favor. It's getting that Wheel of Fortune in the upright and moving it in a positive direction. So you are definitely moving in a positive direction, and luck is on your side here. The Wheel of Fortune is on your side. There's something here that was disappointing to you. You thought it was going to be everything that you wanted, and what you found was that it just wasn't. Let me see why this Seven of Cups is reversed. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands reversed. All right, so you may have felt like you had no choice. This person could have tried to bring you in as a third party, but I do feel like you don't want to be an option. For some of you, that's the case. For others of you, you're being proactive here. You're avoiding conflict. You did what you had to do, and you also have a bit of a glow up going on here. You're taking charge of yourself. I do feel like you are commanding attention. There's something new that is coming in for you that's going to be very stable because you are closing off this connection. I do feel that you're getting a lot of attention. People are noticing you. They're drawn towards you. And it's because you're very proactive. You could be dating as well. And if so, you're getting attention here. Why is the Sun? And, you know, sometimes you may feel like you don't have options, but you're actually getting a lot of attention. All right, so we have the Four of Cups and we have the Magician in reverse. So you may be going through a little bit of depression here as well. And that's because you're very focused on what has occurred. What you're not seeing is that you are literally manifesting and bringing in love. And there's love around you. There's a new beginning. There's love that is around you, but you're not seeing it. You're not able to see it, so it's not manifesting. It's not coming through. And it's because you're a little bit focused on the past right now. Let's look at, and I'm definitely getting this energy of you dating, if not dating, you're going out with friends. So you're in a transition here, definitely in a transition. All right, let's see this person's energy. Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse? Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse? Three of Cups reversed. Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this person's denying. They may have denied that they were going out, that they were dating, that they were seeing other people. And there's an indication here with the Ace of Wands in the reverse that they were, you know, sexually active with others, but they're denying it. And they're basically going to stand their ground. No matter what anybody says, they're not going to admit to it. But see, we clearly see that the Three of Cups is in the upright. So they know that this connection ended because of their behavior here. That they've actually freed themselves because they don't want to offer that commitment. They want to do what they want to do, is what it amounts to. This isn't somebody that's a really happy person. It's like they're seeking something that they can't seem to find. Let me see why this Three of Cups is here. Two of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands reversed. So they're saying this ended just because it wasn't successful, that they now have the right to, because they freed themselves, they have the right to go out, they have the right to go out with friends, they have the right to date, that this ended because it just wasn't successful. So basically they're avoiding, you know, any of their behavior, any of their actions. They're going to be very defensive if you try to call them out on anything. But this is somebody who was playing around. Let's see the bottom energy. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, another Aquarius. I see Gemini pretty strongly. All right, so we have the Three of Swords reversed. We have the King of Swords, Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. So this person is trying to balance out their energies. They are. They're actually trying to heal themselves and balance out their energies, which is a good thing. They may feel that they have been spiritually led to you in some manner, that they've been guided towards you, but they're not going to tell you this, or they're not. So for some of you guys, this person is actually going to come back into your energy because they've been dating and it's been unsuccessful. And so they're going to try to now come back into your energy and try to heal this. But I will say that they are trying to balance out their masculine and feminine energies. They're not real hopeful that you're going to take them back. They're not. You're focused on them, though. I can see that there's things this person's not really telling you, though. It has to do with third-party energy. It has to do with, them trying to balance this out. So they may have brought somebody else in. I can see where they tried to free themselves, or they did free themselves. They're very defensive about it. It's like they're not going to admit that they played the field, but they absolutely did. And that's why this failed. Now, I can see, too, that this person is realizing that their behavior is not really helping them out much. So they're wondering if you're going to be open to talking to them, open to healing this. This is somebody that may be starting to realize that they've made a mistake here. So they may be trying to come back in for a new beginning with you. So let's see. And if that's what you want, I can see that things are moving in your favor. You have the Wheel of Fortune upright. All right, so we have the Strength card reversed, and we have the Six of Coins. Yeah, this person was giving their energy to more than one person, but I feel like they're not going to admit it. They're just not going to admit it. And I do feel like they want to balance things out with you. They see you as their person. So I feel like, dating around and doing, going out with friends or whatever it was that they were insistent on doing didn't work out for them. And so now they're missing this connection. But I feel like in your energy, some of you have something else that started, something that's very solid. And those of you that are considering, this person, you're looking at everything that this person, did that basically made you feel disappointed. What I will say is that, there's an energy here of fear of this new beginning. The fear is revolving around not getting what you want. And it does look like in the past you didn't. But things are definitely moving in your favor. Something here has happened that's made that wheel turn in your favor. And I feel like this person's now coming back in, wanting to offer commitment, wanting to balance things out with you. Let's see why, but they're not admitting what they've done in the past, so be aware of that. There looks like there could be either travel or communication that is going to cause a sudden change. All right, we have the Nine of Swords and Judgment. Yeah. So either you're casting judgment on this, you're making a judgment call here, or it could be, and for those of you that you're making a judgment call, you do have a powerful attraction towards this person, and you want to resolve conflicts with them. There's going to be communication that's going to bring this back together. But for those of you that have found somebody new, I feel like you're making a judgment call, and you're just going to tell this person you're not being a third party. You're not going to be involved in, all of this stuff, that you had no option but to do what you did. So it's either a cycle with this person that's closing for some of you, or for others of you, there's a connection that's ending here. And I feel like you're going to be the one to make that determination. They had made the determination to free themselves and to play around. But keep in mind, they're not admitting it either. They're going to stand their ground. They're very defensive about this. Now, in their energy, they are really worried about whether or not you're going to find out about this stuff. They're worried about whether or not this connection, you know, there can be a change. They're worried about what to say to you, how to create this change. So they're up in their head. They're up in their head. They're thinking about you, especially late at night. They want to bring this back together. They want to balance it out. They want to repair things. This person's actually kind of going through a little bit of a tower moment. Let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Aquarius. I feel like it's really going to be your decision, Aquarius. All right, so we have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Chariot reversed. And then we have the Nine of Wands again in the reverse. So in your outcome at the end of the week, there's something here that is revealed to you, something that you didn't know. Something, this could be somebody telling you something or, you know, revealing this to you. And it causes you to kind of put the brakes on. It causes you unhappiness. It causes you to put the brakes on this and to, you know, because you feel like it's not manifesting correctly. That you're learning from the past. Something is going to be revealed to you, something you didn't know. And I feel like somebody's going to tell you this. There's a sense here of somebody revealing this to you. Now, in their energy, they're wondering, you know, is Aquarius even going to be open to talking to me? Is it possible that Aquarius will work things out with me? They don't know. They don't know. And I do feel like this person does see you as their person, as their perfect mate, their perfect person. What they're not telling you has to do with third-party energy. It does. So I feel like this person made a mistake here. I feel like they were playing the field. They were playing around. But they don't want to admit it. And I feel like you're going to find out through some other forms, through some other means. They're just wondering, will you balance things out? Is there any way of healing this? They're being guided to balance this out with you. But there are things that they're not telling you. And it does have to do with third-party energy. Regardless, they're still going to want to work this out. Yeah, they're going to want to work it out. But I feel like you're throwing on the brakes here, Aquarius, because of whatever it is that you learn. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a tangible offer, but it's small. It's also information. It could be a text. It could be, you know, you could be getting information. Somebody might hit you up on, you know, inbox you on Messenger or, you know, social media but I feel like it's definitely going to affect this connection and you're going to throw on the brakes. So just expect this person to come back. I don't know, are we still in a retrograde? I think we are. I think we are. But whatever it is that they've done, they're standing their ground. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to admit to it. All right. I brought back my Angel Answers cards. So if you want to, you know, formulate a question in your mind, I'll see if I can get you an answer. So go ahead and get your question. Spirit, I am pulling for the sign of Aquarius. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's up to you. You're the one making the judgment call on this, Aquarius. Yeah, and everything's going to move in your favor. It's your judgment call. Everything is moving in your favor. So, yeah, that's exactly the energy I got. It's up to you. All right, I hope that this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, namaste.